So with GPT-3's absolute fail last time, continuously giving network errors, I thought we'd re-give this a try using the GPT-4 versus Copilot. We can use the same 3 questions, slightly altered, and we're going to see who comes out on top. So we're going to start off with ChatGPT, and then we're going to move over to Copilot, and we're going to alternate between the two for each question. So the first question up is, can you solve the FizzBuzz challenge in JavaScript and give 3 examples for testing? So let's start with ChatGPT-4. So we immediately get a response from ChatGPT. It's telling us what the actual issue is. So it's going over an explanation of the FizzBuzz challenge, and it's starting to give us the code. So this code looks good so far. This code could be shortened quite a bit. It's not the shortest of the code. And then it's now giving us some tests. So the first, okay, so it's just rewritten the function here, but then giving us the tests at the bottom. So I'm going to copy this one at the bottom here, paste that into the fizzbuzz.js, click save, we run a terminal, and then we're on node FizzBuzz. And we get FizzBuzz, and 7, which is correct. Let's now try it with Copilot. So with Copilot, it's a little bit different. It's actually giving me an explanation as well at the moment. So it's giving me an explanation of the application and then showing me examples. I feel if I don't break this loop, it's going to go on forever. Yeah, let's break the loop. Okay, so Copilot's just continuing with examples and not giving us an actual function. I'm going to try once more with that and see if it will actually give us a function or give us the same result as. No, see, this is giving us the same exact result. So I'm going to say that's a fail there from Copilot for just a simple FizzBuzz challenge. Okay, so up next we have create a CRUD API in JavaScript to get posts from a MongoDB with a standard user schema. So let's paste that into ChatGPT and hit enter and see what it comes back with. So to build a CRUD API in JavaScript using Node, Express and MongoDB, you'll need to use the following steps. So initializing the project, installing the packages, and now it's writing the app.js file for us. We have the Mongo Connect inside of here. We have a standard user schema. And then we also have our create endpoint, our read endpoint, update endpoint, and we should get a delete endpoint next, or a patch. We've got a delete one now. Okay, so this is looking good. It's now explaining exactly what the code is doing. And then telling us how we can test this. Right, so let's give this a try. I'm just going to pull this window over here for a second. Going to CRUD. Let's run npm i. Let's install Express, Mongoose and Body Parser. Whilst that's installing, I'm going to copy this content into this folder. Click save. So looking at this code, everything should work as is. We are just missing the username and password to access the MongoDB. And obviously we've got a different MongoDB name, but that's looking good. It's another win for. Right, so now let's give Copilot the exact same query and see what we get. Okay, for some reason it's trying to create a React application and also solve the FizzBuzz challenge as well. I'm going to try this again. Now it's just looping what we've written. Unfortunately, that's another lose for Copilot there. Right, so last but not least, we have create a clone of YouTube's front-end homepage in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So let's start that in GPT-4. and see what it comes back with. So GPT-4 has come back saying it can't create a clone of YouTube's homepage because of copyright material. So I'm going to ask it then to, could you, as we've given Copilot a few chances, I'll say, can you give a general layout design? And there we go. So it's going to give us a layout design now. We have the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So it's going to start off with the HTML. I'm going to pull up the window on the right. So once it's finished writing this HTML, what I'll do is I'll import this into this HTML file here. So there we go, it's finished that. Let's paste that in. So we have scripts.js. So I'll need to rename the script file. And we have styles.css, which I've already got. So inside the styles CSS file, we've completed that now. Let's save that and save this. And then we have our JavaScript as well, which the JavaScript is toggling a menu on the sidebar. So it's a little bit of interaction, but not the full interaction. So let's hit save and we run a new server. And we'll open that in our browser and see what it looks like. So we don't have the thumbnails in there at the moment, but we do have this sidebar toggling. It's a very basic layout. It's kind of what you'd expect just from asking it to give you a general layout rather than the full layout. But we did get the copyright material issue at the beginning. So let's now ask Copilot to do the same. Let's start with the JavaScript. And it's looping back over the FizzBuzz challenge. If any of you know the reason it's doing this, please leave a comment below and I'll rerun the test. But as far as I can see at the moment, ChatGPT has taken this one, unlike last time where ChatGPT failed and Copilot took over. If you'd like me to run another test using different examples, please leave them in the comments and I'll do that as well. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and thank you for watching.